Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're going to take a look at the Bruery Bois. This is their 5th anniversary old ale. And like the previous vintages, this is a Solera method beer, meaning they blended in the previous year's batches. So the 4th anniversary ale is in here, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And it turns out to be a 15% bourbon barrel aged beer. This is the regular version. For the 5th year, they also produced a rye whiskey barrel-aged version, a New American Oak version, and a brandy version. So those are only available to the Reserve Society members. But this got distributions 15% this year. Pours out a very murky brown, not the prettiest looking beer. It's got some pretty good carbonation. It's definitely a forced carbonated beer. Major alcohol legs on the glass. And it's got just a nice kind of caramel colored head to it. Let's get the aroma. Oh wow, yeah, you don't miss that bourbon. Not at all. Wow, just a big sweetness. Certainly picking up some pleasant alcohol notes on the nose. Big, huge caramel toffee notes. Those dark fruits are really intense, like bourbon-soaked raisins, some fig in there. Molasses, brown sugar, you know, all those kind of like darker sugar notes. Get like a port sort of sherry note to it as well. Maybe like a good case of oxidation. Get a little bit of that earthy, woody tannin character. Some vanilla present. Almost like a touch of a leathery note as well. So it smells awesome. Well, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, that's good. They're continuing the series. Big sweet beer, intense flavors. Not a ton of alcohol on the taste. This beer usually comes out in May for their anniversary or thereabouts, so it's got a little bit of age on it, sitting here in October. Very warm and going down. You can definitely feel the presence of that 15% alcohol. Up front for me, I get a touch of that kind of earthy character. It's got that sort of musty barrel oak tannin character. Get that kind of initially, and then it goes big sweetness. Dark fruits, raisins, figs, big time. Those kind of go middle, and then right after that, you're just flooded with that caramel toffee note. And then towards the finish, you start getting more of that like brown sugar, molasses note. You get both the like caramel malt sort of caramel character, and then you get the bourbon caramel character. Not a ton of vanilla notes. There's a little bit in there to add some complexity. It finishes with a lot of alcohol character, but it's not that fusel, you know, unpleasant alcohol. It's a very nice alcohol character, and you know, coats your mouth, goes down the throat, nice. Adds a little touch of like a spiciness to the beer as well. The more I drink it, start to pick up a little bit of that sort of cherry sherry note. The fig's definitely like popping up to me the most, with little hints of that sort of leather character that you get in certain old ales coming through. I'm also starting to pick up a little bit of a chocolate character mixed in there as well, so it's got a lot of nice complexity to it. I don't know if I like it much as last year's beer, Fruit, the 4th anniversary, for some reason. Maybe that's just going by memory, but the beer keeps gaining, you know, a little bit of complexity here and there. And those previous beers definitely help this beer drink better fresh and add a complexity fresh. And I can't wait to see how some of these age with more time, especially when we're starting to get into these multiple years. And I don't know how long they're going to do this. Hopefully as long as their existence. But it's a very cool beer. It's a very sweet beer though. There's a lot of sweetness. The only balancing factor really is that 15% alcohol by volume. And it leaves a lot of lingering character. So it's definitely a sipping type of beer. Although I'm not a huge fan of very sweet beers, this is one I do enjoy. I do enjoy sipping on it, and I highly recommend you split this bottle with several other people. Worth checking out though. Not a cheap beer either. So this one's going to get an A- for me. It continues to be a very cool series that the brewery's doing. I'm looking forward to next year's, and then I still have to get through some of the variants, which I probably won't get to reviewing just because I know most of you can't get them. So it's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment, subscribe. Cheers.